If you're still manually scheduling meetings, sending Slack messages, and managing your own calendar by hand in 2025, you're wasting hours of your day on tasks that can be done in seconds with just your voice. I've been building conversational AI systems for 10 plus different businesses for the past year, and I've just tried out ElevenLabs' latest 11.ai, a voice personal assistant that doesn't just talk like Alexa or Siri, but actually does tasks for you. It can connect directly to tools like Google Calendar, Slack, Perplexity, Linear, and hundreds of different tools, all controlled by your voice. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to set up your very first 11.ai voice assistant and how to connect to tools like Google Calendar, Perplexity, Linear, etc. so you can start exploring what 11.ai voice assistant can do for you. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Edwin and I'm the founder of Legacy AI, and I've been helping different B2Cs to automate part of their sales processes with different conversational AI systems that can engage, capture, talk to, and nurture different leads. So we are at 11.ai. So the first thing you need to do is to go to 11.ai/app.11, and it will say it's your personal AI voice assistant built with ElevenLabs conversational AI, and it's a personal assistant that can connect to different apps, as I said, and you can just command it with your voice, right? And supports MCP support. Now, you probably know what MCP stands for, Model Context Protocol, but it basically allows you to connect all these different MCP servers, and therefore allows you to do all these different tool calling through the ElevenLabs conversational AI. And you can build your own voice if you want, which I'm going to show you as well. But it's important to note that it's right now it's in alpha, so it's not like the final version. So hopefully there will be more improvements with this when it's actually out publicly. But for now, it's still experimental. But let's actually test it out. So you click on Next. And you can personalize your own assistant. And the way that you can do that is, first of all, you should name to your assistant. And I'm just going to call it Jarvis. Right. And you can search different voices. There's some that are perfect for 11.ai. Some are professional voice clones, some are instant voice clones, some are default voice. And you can just search for your own voice. So in this case, I'm just going to search for Jarvis, and I can just choose that, right? Another thing that you can do as well is if you can clone your own voice, right? So another thing that you can actually do is if you go to ElevenLabs and you can go ahead and create your own voice. So I'm just going to go to ElevenLabs.io, and if I just click on login, and now I can just go to voices and I can just click add. And right now in ElevenLabs, these are normally how you can clone your voice. Basically by providing an audio note, and you can do voice cloning there. But here you can actually design your own voice for version 3. And right now, because we're designing Java, so I'm just going to put in a prompt that represents what Java stands for. I'm just going to put in here a sophisticated, articulate male voice with a crisp British accent, embodying the pinnacle of artificial intelligence. The tone is calm, clear, and measured, projecting unwavering confidence and intellect. Speech is deliberate, yet capable of rapid-fire data delivery without losing clarity. So going dry. This was weird because if you've seen the movie Iron Man before, Jarvis is always really ironic, right? Being pretty funny. So it has that kind of sarcasm in there, etc. So yeah, just go ahead and put in your own prompt for the voice that however you want to design, and it has to be less than 1,000 characters. And you should also provide a text review, so basically an example how your voice should say certain phrases. So as an example, I'm going to go ahead and copy paste in the phrase, say sir, because like that's how Jarvis tell Iron Man. I've taken the liberty of analyzing the structural integrity of the building, calculation for that. So this is basically how you can actually give an example of how the sound voice like, and you're just going to click ahead and just click on generate voice, and let's see how well it does.
Sir, I've taken the liberty of analyzing the structural integrity of the building. My calculations
as you can see, this is the sound of voice. You have 3 options, so if I click on voice
Sir,
2,
I've taken the liberty of analyzing the structural integrity of the building. My calculations suggest that your current trajectory will, quote, make a grand entrance. Perhaps a more conventional... Sir, I've taken the liberty of analyzing the structural integrity of the building. My calculations suggest that your current trajectory will, quote... Sir,
I actually like
I've taken the liberty
better, so I'm just going to go ahead and select voice. I'm going to click on save voice. The description should be less than 500 characters. Yep, so I'm just going to, you don't really need to say, I'm just going to call this Jarvis. I'm just going to call this Jarvis language. Value, I'm just going to go at it and put in English. And I'm just going to click save voice. Oh, should at least 20 characters, so I'm just going to say this is a voice cloning for Jarvis, the personal assistant. Right, I'm just going to go ahead and click save voice. Now it should have saved it. So right now, if I actually go ahead and go back to the ElevenLab.ai, you should see this is the voice that we cloned. So I'm just going to click on that and just click create Jarvis. And there you go, you've created your first personal assistant. Let's go ahead and talk to it. I'm just going to click start a call.
Hey there. Got something I can handle for you?
Hey, how are you doing? You're live now, by the way, in the YouTube video.
Well, hello there. I'm doing splendidly, thanks for asking. And oh, live on YouTube, you say? How exciting. Always ready for my close-up, especially when I get to help you out.
Nice. Who are you? Like, what do you do? Introduce yourself.
All right. Settle down, everyone. I'm Jarvis, your personal assistant. And what do I do, you ask? Well, I'm here to help you get things done, answer your questions, and generally make your life a little smoother. Think of me as your digital right-hand man, always ready to lend a hand. Or a voice in this case.
Okay, very funny. How are you different to, let's say, Alexa or Siri?
That's a fantastic question. While Alexa and Siri are certainly capable, I'd say my charm lies in my unique blend of warmth, wit, and a genuinely relaxed approach. I'm less about just executing commands and more about truly understanding your intent, anticipating what you might need and building a bit of a rapport along the way. Think of it as a more personalized conversational experience, always with a touch of good humor.
Perfect. I'll call you back after a while. For a while, after I introduce to you, some of the tools that might be helpful for you.
Sounds like a plan. I'll be right here, ready and waiting to explore all the new...
Yep. So, as you can see, this is just, how traditional voice calling works. But now I'm just going to go ahead and actually change some settings so it feels a little bit more personal. So, the first thing you can do is you click on the gear button, which is the settings. And now you can change the voice, which we have already chosen it, but you can just switch it if you want. And you can choose the language, and more importantly, the custom behavior. So here you can actually put in a system prompt of how the agent, well, it is an agent, but like the personal assistant should behave. So I've actually gone ahead and create a prompt, so I'm just going to paste it in here. And paste in a prompt, which is your Jarvis, Tony Stark's AI assistant. Your personality is witty, sarcastic, supremely intelligent, and dry British wit. You are to address me as sir. Your primary goes to assist with all my requests, for managing my schedule, candidates, and help me request whenever I want. Right? So it's just a very easy prompt that I put into, but feel free to adjust it however you want, which is just basically how you would normally prompt a system prompt, but maybe include a little bit more like language and include a little bit of tonality because it's a voice assistant as well, right? That's out of the way. Then the most important thing actually is the integration. This is actually what allows you for tool calling. So all you have to do is click on Add Integration and click on the app. So in this case, let's start with Google Canada, and you just click on Google Canada, and you can see here it's already connected. But all you can do is click on. I'm just going to reconnect, and you can just continue with Google, and you would just sign in with your own Google account in order to sync it with the Google Canada. So I can just do it with you guys. Boom. And here you go, the integrations have been added to the agent. You can see the Google Canada icon being popped in here, right? So actually I forgot to put in the prompt, paste it again. And in here, you can manage what you can do. First of all, the first thing is to approve them all. So that controls how the agent requests permission. So right now, if you click on Always Asks, before the agent go ahead and execute using this tool, it will always ask for permission. It's recommended because of security reasons, but you can just no approval, which means the agent can use any tool without approval, which means there is a risk because there's a risk that the agent is going to hallucinate and it's going to do something crazy with, if it's connected to a corporate Google Calendar. So it's always good to have like a safeguard here, especially if you're connected to your own Google Calendar or like account that actually would impact real world like results. So always click on Always Tasks. Tools, you can see a list of tools that are available in Google Calendar to the ElevenLabs agent. So it has list events, which is view upcoming events from calendar for the next few days. If you scroll down here, you can see what parameters it will require. For example, the calendar ID, days ahead, which is the number of days ahead to look to, maximum results. So these are the information the assistant will try to collect from you before executing this tool calling. And there are different tools in Google Calendar, right? There's update events, there's search events, list calendars, get events, delete event, create, and respond to event. I'm not going to go through all of them, but if you want to, feel free to go ahead and look through each of the tool, have an exploration of what are the parameters that are required, etc. Right? Workflow. So these are the workflows that will be executed by the agent. So you can see create a new calendar event, which consists a set of different tools from here, right? In order to create a new event, you will need to get different tools from here, right? So this is basically a set of instructions the agent will follow. So right now, hey Jarvis, could you let me know how my schedule is looking for tomorrow and today, please? Hello, can you let me know how my schedule is looking like for today or tomorrow, please? I'm just gonna go ahead and have this list events. And
It seems like you were about to say something. How can I help you today?
yeah, so basically, because I didn't mute it, but basically say view upcoming events for the next few days. It's going to say day ahead to, which is the parameters to pass it to Google Calendar to return the payload of the event in the Google Calendar, right? Well, right now it's empty, so I'm just going to go ahead and prove that.
Are you still there? Please let me know if you need anything.
Yes, please go ahead.
All right, I can certainly do that for you. Let me check your schedule for today and tomorrow. It looks like you have no events scheduled for today, July the 5th. However, for tomorrow, July the 6th, you have 2 events. Both are lunch with family from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m.
I put that in just in case. So okay, thanks. But I think it double booked right here. There's 2 events that's happening at the same time. And by the way, like they canceled like the lunch tomorrow. Like my family is not free anymore. So can you please cancel that event for me?
Oh, I see that. It does look like a double booking, and I can certainly take care of that for you. I'll go ahead and cancel both lunch with family events for tomorrow, July 6th. All right, both lunch with family events for tomorrow, July 6th, have been successfully cancelled for you. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
So as you can see, it basically passed back the result, which is the success, which is good, which deleted the events. Deleted 2 events. You can see the events ID. There are 2 different variables that's passed back within this JSON, and as you can see, tomorrow it's gone. Right. So I'm just going to head and try to book an event.
Are you still there?
Yes,
Please let me know.
Yes, by the way. So I need to book for tomorrow actually at 5 p.m. I've got dinner actually with a friend of mine called Jones.
Got it. You want to book a dinner for tomorrow, July 6th at 5 p.m. with your friend Jones. I'll set that up for you. All right, I've created an event for dinner with Jones for you tomorrow, July 6th from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding your schedule?
No, that's it, thanks.
You're very welcome. Glad I could help. Just let me know if anything else comes up.
So as you can see, it's pretty good with the Google Calendar so far, and this is just one of the tools, right? So there are different integrations that you can do. For example, there's Perplexity. If you didn't know, Perplexity is a web search app and an LLM combined together, so it's really good at doing research over the internet. So I'm just going to connect it right now, and it's already connected, and again with the same security, and it has this just one tool, which is search the web at the moment. And I'm going to go ahead and add another actually tool, which is called Linear. Linear is basically a project management tool, which you can probably see from here. It's basically for building, for technical project management, and you can go ahead and open it. And from here, you can see the different, I've gone ahead and created a project straight called demo, etc. Different projects called demo, and you can just click in here, and it's a little bit like Notion, right? It's very similar to Notion, but it's basically a project management tools. And the last two that I've gone ahead and end is actually Notion, which I'm sure all of you know that already. So I'm just going to head and click Save Changes. And now it's all 4 tools, so let's go ahead and play that.
Hi there, Jarvis checking in. How can I help you out today?
Hey Jarvis, so remind me again, are there any meetings for next Monday?
Let me check for you. Just to confirm, when you say next Monday, do you mean Monday the 7th of July? I'll look up events for that day.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I've checked again, and it looks like there are no meetings scheduled for next Monday, July 7th. The only event I see is Dinner with Jones tomorrow, Saturday, July 6th.
Okay, actually, I have a meeting with a client. They're from company ABC. Next Tuesday, I have a meeting with their sales team. Can you please go ahead and book a meeting for me, please?
All right, I can definitely help you book that meeting. To make sure I get it just right, could you please tell me the exact date for next Tuesday and what time you'd like the meeting to start and end? Also, should I include anyone else on the invite, or is it just for you?
It's 8th of July. Yes, please go ahead and include. So include the guy who's called Tom Smith. His email is 123@gmail.com. I can type that in for you right now. Yeah, there you go.
Got it. So it's for Tuesday, July 8th with Tom Smith at 123@gmail.com. I'll need a start and end time for the meeting, and what should I call the meeting? Meeting with ABC sales team sounds good, but let me know if you have a different title in mind.
Yeah, so it starts at 2 p.m. and ends at 3 p.m. And the title, just call it, and it's good enough. Just go with it.
All right, I've gone ahead and booked that meeting for you. It's called Meeting with ABC Sales Team on Tuesday, July 8th from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Tom Smith at 123@gmail.com has been invited. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Yeah, Jarvis, can you please go ahead and actually do some research about the battery industry ahead of my sales meeting on Tuesday, about the trends and difficulties, what's happening in the market, and as well as some of the difficulties that's happening.
Right away. I'll get started on that research for you. Just a heads up, this might take a few moments to pull up all the latest information. I'll be looking into the current trends, what's happening in the market, and the difficulties facing the battery industry to get you prepped for your meeting on Tuesday.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I've got some solid information for you about the battery industry. It's looking at massive growth, especially with electric vehicles and renewable energy, with new tech like solid-state and sodium-ion batteries on the horizon. There's also a big push for localizing supply chains and improving recycling.
Jarvis, thank you. That's great. You don't need to read it all out for me. I just want you to save all that information actually in a Notion document, please.
Understood. I'll save that information about the battery industry into a Notion document for you right away. I'll title it Battery Industry Trends and Difficulties, so it's easy to find. Consider it done. I've created a Notion page titled Battery Industry Trends and Difficulties with all that research for you. It should be waiting for you there.
Thank you, Jarvis. That's all really. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. It was my pleasure. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Or perhaps something for later?
No, thank you. So as you can see, it was not the. So as you can see, it basically connects to different tools, and it actually allows you to do different tool calling through different apps, right? So obviously this is a very, very high level like demo of what you can do, but the world is your oysters, right? So, and bear in mind, right now it's in alpha. There's a couple of things that are not quite production ready yet. One of them is like when you call two functions at the same time. So for example, when you book events, two events at the same date, it seems to be struggling a bit with that. Another thing is that if you kind of try to interrupt, or when you talk to it, before you approve the tool calling, that also seems to be conflicting with some of the response that you can get. But all in all, in an alpha state, it's pretty good so far. And if you want to connect to more apps, the way you can do that, you use a custom MCP service, and you just need to go ahead and add the server and add new custom MCP server. And all you need to do is find your favorite tools and see if it has an MCP server. So I'm just going to head and search for MCP Google Sheets, right? And from here, you can see different MCPs, different for different Google Sheets, for example, and you need to just work through this GitHub document, and it's pretty good resources for you to set up your own MCP server for that Google Sheet, and then you can come back to the ElevenLabs new custom MCP server. All you need to do is print the name description, and if you're using a SSE, all you have is put in your server URL, secret token, HTTP headers, etc. Right? So that basically will allow you to connect to a custom MCP server, which allows you to connect to your own custom tools and even allow for more useful integration. For example, imagine you have a great Google Sheets, right? And all you can do is basically talk to the personal assistant and say how you want to structure your Google Sheets or spreadsheet, and it's going to go ahead and do it for you. So it's crazy. So it's basically an all-in-one personal assistant for you. And I could imagine this backend being deployed to a physical device like Alexa. This would be even more insane. So you can literally just have a device in your house, and you can just literally any tools that supports MCP, you can just ask it to do it for you. How insane is that? So I think the personal assistant space, and I definitely think the 11.ai has huge potential, and it's definitely something that will definitely be quite impactful as well. So hope this has been giving you a taste of what 11.ai looks like and what it looks like for the future of personal assistant space. And if you got any questions, just drop in the comments and let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.